US President Donald Trump was reportedly moved secretly onto a smaller military aircraft during his departure from Turkey last month, after US authorities received an assassination threat linked to Iranian proxy forces, according to a report by the international news agency. Well, the unusual security operation took place on July 8 after Donald Trump attended the NATO summit. Donald Trump had arrived in Turkey aboard a newly refurbished Boeing 747-8 aircraft gifted to the United States by Qatar. The plane was making its first international trip with the president. However, when Donald Trump prepared to leave Ankara, he was publicly seen boarding the older Boeing aircraft that had previously served as Air Force One. And according to the international news agency, that was part of a carefully planned security operation. And after Donald Trump boarded the older Air Force One in front of cameras, he was reportedly secretly transferred to a smaller US Air Force C-328 jet. The transfer was allegedly carried out using an airport catering truck, allowing Donald Trump and some members of his team to leave the aircraft without attracting any attention. Video footage cited by the international news agency showed a catering truck positioned beside the older Air Force One, and the vehicle was raised to the aircraft's door using hydraulic equipment before later moving towards the smaller C-32A parked nearby. The operation was reportedly carried out away from the main entrance where journalists and cameras were gathered, and the report said that the operation was kept so secret that some journalists and officials were unaware that Donald Trump had changed aircraft. Reporters traveling on the older Air Force One were reportedly instructed to keep their window blinds closed, helping conceal what was happening on the ground. And the C-32A then flew to Britain and arrived at around 10:20 p.m. The older Air Force One carrying members of the media arrived only minutes later, and Donald Trump was subsequently seen emerging from the larger aircraft after landing in Britain. It remains unclear exactly when and how he transferred back from the smaller C-32A. The reported aircraft switch was allegedly prompted by an assassination threat from Iranian proxy forces, and the threat emerged amid heightened tensions between Washington and Tehran, making presidential security a major concern during Donald Trump's trip. The incident has also renewed questions about the security capabilities of the Qatar-donated Boeing 747-8. Concerns have been raised over whether the newer aircraft has all the defensive systems associated with the older Air Force One fleet, including advanced protection against potential missile threats. Qatar's royal family gifted the luxury aircraft to the United States after Donald Trump criticized the aging Air Force One fleet. The aircraft underwent rapid modifications and was first used by Donald Trump on a domestic trip to North Dakota on July 1 before traveling internationally to Turkey, and the White House has defended the aircraft's security. Communications Director Steve said that the Qatar-donated plane had been fitted with high-level security protocols in order to protect the president and his staff. He added that the administration uses every available tool in order to deal with threats against Donald Trump, and the reported operation has drawn comparisons with previous presidential security missions. And in 2000, former President Bill Clinton reportedly flew into Pakistan aboard an unmarked executive aircraft, while Air Force One was sent ahead as a decoy. And the latest incident comes amid repeated threats against Donald Trump. And after reports of calls for his assassination intensified in Iran, Donald Trump issued strong warnings and said that the US was prepared to respond forcefully to any attempt on his life. While US officials have not publicly confirmed all the details of the reported mission, the episode highlights the extraordinary security measures surrounding the American presidential during international travel. It has also renewed scrutiny of the new Qatar-donated aircraft and the continuing security tensions between the US and Iran. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.